We'll figure that out later. New game. I could go and close the curtains. Very bright. I could go and get my ring light, but again I can't really be bothered. Okay, welcome to Arkham Horror Mother's Embrace. Who will you be, your investigator for this new adventure? Tutorial. Harvey Walters. So it looks like we've got a health and a magic level. Okay, he increases the range for the group's magic and ranged attacks. He doesn't seem to have very good.
Move aside, boys. It's my turn.
There's no time like the present.
Move aside, boys. It's my turn.
She cannot be afflicted with the restrained condition. She's a physical, strong ranged, weak magic.
There's no time like the present.
Average and weak in combat.
Move aside.
That's my cue to play.
Jim Culver increases the group member's mental.
I'm ready to investigate.
Even interruptions of scientists.
I'm prepared.
It's my time in the spotlight.
Ooh, he's good at attacking.
I heed the Lord's call.
Move aside, boys. It's my turn.
Let's go, Jenny. Hey. Alright. Okay. Yeah, let's be that investigator. Come on then. The weapons and books of magic are ruined with use.
Miskatonic University. All my life I have dedicated myself to the study of celestial objects. Most recently I visited Louisiana to observe a comet I had observed for many years. I hoped the trip would provide me with the evidence required to conclude my decades-long research. Yesterday, you received my telegram requesting that you meet me at my house, just outside Arkham. And so, you've decided to join me in my mansion.
Play it day one.
More like
Xbox Game Pass.
mentions of man.
In my
Professor
mansion.
Tillinghast is more a friend of my parents than of mine, but she was always kind to me. I wonder why she's invited me to her home. My parents than of mine, but she was always kind to me.
Welcome to my mansion, my friend.
But she was always kind to me.
Welcome to my mansion.
Look at that. That's interesting.
I'd better ring the bell.
Better go ring the bell. Okay. Camera control. Q and E. Or hold down the right button. Okay. Accelerate.
The butler must have the day off.
Ooh, how rude of me to make you wait like this. I wonder whether...
There's a light coming from that second floor window. She must be home. We single girls must look out for each other. The door's locked. I'd better find another way in.
Okay, gonna have to barge our way in. Each scenario has a set of specific objectives to complete to progress to the next scenario. These objectives are displayed in the notebook and updated as you complete them. Press L to access the notebook. Meet with Professor Tillinghast. Oh, this is familiar. Enter the mansion, ring the doorbell, find another way, and there's no answer to the door. Story. Right then was. Okay. Alright. To the Tante, 25 health, mental resistance 50. Jenny. Okay. Professor Devon lectures any other subject across the path, never gaining expertise in anyone. She certainly does not lack for passion or courage. She cannot be inflicted by the restrained condition. Right. Okay. Haven't found any enemies yet. That's a map. Okay, so we're at the front of the house. New areas up there, but then we've got the closed door there. Should we go over to this bit over here? Or should we try and walk around the back? Alright. Magnifying glass icon is displayed over objects you can investigate. Okay. Definitely Professor Tillinghast's car. Engine appears to be cold. You would assume that she's not used it in a while then. Okay, now what do I do? How the issue I've got here is that it's very dark on this screen. Outdoor ornament, it seems to be used as a roundup for this. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's another car over here. This is my car. Okay. Yeah. What else have we got around here? Nothing exciting there. I've got... What is that? A window. Approximately the first one is seems to invite you to take that way inside that looks to be shut.
It's no problem to reach the window, but it's shut tight. I'd need to smash the glass to get inside.
So that means I'll need something...
I hope you aren't thinking what I fear you're thinking.
What I need is something heavy to smash this window.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. So, what have we got? Map, tab, what's tab? My investigators. What's time? Have anything in my inventory? Okay. So, randomly walk through edges. Must admit, it is very difficult to see on my screen. It's so dark. let's sort of do that. That's better. Not great, I'm not gonna lie. No. Gate is shut, you came in from the other side. The countryside here would be lovely for a long walk when the weather is fine. Not like today. I kind of was right in thinking that I had to go into the garage. The greenhouse, you can see beautiful flowers in the greenhouse. Professor Tillinghast must be a passionate gardener. If I can sort out, hold on a second. I really cannot see. I think the backlight is going on this screen. Oh, yeah. Not updating where I actually am. What's that? Is that the cloud there? Okay, alright. Yeah, this is tricky. What I think I might have to do is swap my screens around. It's quite dark anyway on the but it's not possible for me to see it. Up and round. That's the car I came in. Much in the way it is. But then, as I said, I can't really see anything. So. It's just died. Okay, guys. I can't actually see anything at all. Yeah, I think my screen is kind of going. Kind of embarrassing. What I might quickly do on the fly is swap the screens over. If I can. Give me just a second. Ugh. Right. Hold on a second. Let's oh, so I can see now. Aha, I wonder if it just needed to be pushed in a bit more. I mean, I still don't know if it's going to help me at all. It's still very dark. Oh, I see, yeah. Complex interaction. Right. I think it's just the cable. That's all. I don't think I've made it any better at all. Some interactions with objects may ask you to choose the best action out of several possible actions. Okay. The wheelbarrow stands abandoned on the lawn. Perhaps you'll find something inside to help you break the window. Inside the wheelbarrow you'll find a heavy pair of bolt cutters. Okay. Well, that's his wife. Okay. back over here then. There you go,
How
smash
dare
that.
you smashed my window? I hope you intend to have it replaced.
Well, I probably will.
Not my preferred method of making an entrance, but it does have a certain je ne sais quoi. Now, where are you, Professor?
Okay. Let's see. Let's have a look at the map. Okay. Let's just have a little bit of a look here. Got a piano going on. Okay. It doesn't seem much use. Okay. That's a photo. Large painting of a comet hurtling through the night sky. It seems just as interesting in astronomy, colour, fair taste in art as well. Okay. Cupboard here. I'm guessing that's a cupboard.
A broken vase.
Oh.
The professor must have heard it fall. She wouldn't have just left it here.
Okay.
I certainly would not. I take pride in a clean and
I'd better find her.
Alright. So I've got to find her now. Can I go back this way? Oh, that was where I actually came in. I see. So I can go upstairs. Let's have a look at this. Complex. If your investigators have the knowledge required, they will offer advice on the best course of action. Okay. No advice. Shards of some fragile or now shattered lie on the ground. Perhaps it's a clue. An unsuitable action makes the mythos clock go faster. Ah, right, so let's manipulate. Oh, bollocks. Through your investigations, you may draw the attention of the great old ones. This is called mythos. The mythos clock fills up each time an unsuitable action is chosen. If you're in a complex interaction at the end of a full round of combat. When the mythos clock is full, the great old ones will intervene to slow you down. Okay. Fell from a table nearby. Since the fragments are free of dust, you deduce it broke recently.
That scream came from upstairs.
Okay. Right. Okay.
that sounds like my voice. I must.
Professor!
Of course it was.
No answer. There must be someone else in the house. I had to find a weapon.
Oh, there's a knife on the side. He's insanity. Oh, good. Table's full of items. Oh, for sake. I saw it on the top. A knife. Okay. Close inventory.
I suppose this knife might come in handy, if the occasion calls for defending myself quietly.
Okay.
What on earth are you doing?
So that's right. Alright, okay, let's go upstairs. Now where? Map. That one's locked.
The scream came from this direction.
Okay.
The scream must have come from the other side.
That's my office door.
Okay. locked. Okay, let's try and find the key then. Oh, let's try that one then. It's a bathroom. Okay. Okay. The wellboat cabinet is locked shut. Yes. Little applied mechanics is all it takes to open the container. Bandages. That's useful. Okay. Let's come out of this room then. Let's go this way. Oh, freaky. Toys are laid out in the room so carefully that you doubt a child has never touched them. Oh, that's not ominous at all. Gonna have to fight someone, I think. Oh, Daryl. Alright, Daryl.
Who's there?
I'll ask the questions. Roland Banks, Bureau of Investigation. I'm on the job. Who are you, and what's your reason for being here?
What would a federal agent want with me?
My name is Jenny Barnes. Professor Tillingist is a friend of the family. When I heard her scream, I came up to make sure she was all right.
Seems like I'm on the right track. Something hinky's going on here.
Something hinky indeed.
Surely you don't suspect the professor of some misdeed.
She's only a person of interest. The Bureau has evidence that others are trying to involve her in some shady business.
I see.
I came to find out what she knows, if anything. Then I heard the scream, too. Seems we need a key to get inside that room.
I was thinking the same.
I wasn't prepared for so many guests today.
I'll help you find that key.
Okay. Oh. We've got Roland Banks. The Fed. Okay. First met Roland when he visited my home to ask whether I knew anything about some strange group of people. He seemed to have a little more than vague rumors to investigate, and to be honest, I still don't entirely understand what he was after. Still, he seemed honest, if not open, and he has the broad shoulders and quiet confidence one likes to see in members of the Bureau of Investigation. He certainly appeared to be the sort of person one would call for help. Perfect aim. Roland has more chance of dealing a critical hit in combat. Nice. So, that's good. Okay. Right. Physical. That could be moved. Okay. Among other ornaments, a key tagged office hangs from the mobile. What a clever place to keep a spare key. Excellent.
There's a key on this mobile.
My files say Tillinghast has no children. If that's true, why would she need a nursery?
Why would she need a
My
nurse?
parents always said that the professor's one regret was that she never had children. She focused all her energy on her work.
Oh, so she's pretending.
Oh, I can't say it isn't true. But I wish people were less prone to idle gossip.
Well, get some kids then. Right, I've done that. Right, okay. Right, come on then. Enemy encounters. You encounter explore. You can know which room contains enemies as a glow crawls from under the door. Yeah, I see.
What? Who?
Oh, hello. Who are you?
An intruder. How many people can I expect to break into my house today?
Who are you?
Listen, pal. You've got some explaining to do.
Come then. I have just the explanation you deserve.
I think he's a monk. Turn-based combat is turn-based. Every character acts one after the other without time constraints. The order of each attack is based on an initiative roll at the start of combat and is displayed at the top of the screen in the initiative bar. Each character has 5 action points to spend each turn. Each action has a specific action point cost once. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be big. Attack action point cost. There are 3 types of weapon melee range and spellbook. Investigators different aptitudes and various types. So it's him. Once you're out of action points, or want to end your turn with a specific investigator. Okay. Overwatch, what does that mean? That's 3 action She's got a stabby punch. So you get 5. So you can generally. Impossible to reach. Refocus. Move up one position. Can I not move closer? Oh. See, there we go. Move up to him and stab him. Killed him. Critical.
What's going on?
We'd better have a look inside.
Better, hadn't we? Yeah. Confirm that. Ritual sacrifice.
Who in blazes are you?
It would appear we're late to the party.
Wait. That's me. That is, it's my body.
It is, unfortunately.
That's Professor Tillinghast, all right. She won't be telling me much anymore.
We need to stop them. Who were those cloaked figures? This wasn't just a burglary.
You're right about that. Must be connected to my investigation. We've been...
To your horror, you recognise the body is definitely that of Tillinghast, and there's no question she is dead. Oh, really? The wound on her abdomen appears to be the cause of death. Judging by the wetness, it appears she was killed recently. I feel the stability on my shatter.
Poor Professor Tillinghast. Such a terrible...
Despite my age, I had much more to do in life.
This wound on her stomach, it looks like she was knifed.
This drawer is locked. We need to open it. Oh dear, mythos event. Kill. Yeah. No. What is this? This is wrong. Your head is about to explode. Inside the drawer are tucked various notes. At glance you find nothing relating to the murder. It's clear that Tillinghast was in the habit of recording even trivial events in her life.
Look at these notebooks. Is this the professor's handwriting?
It is, but how would you...
There's no useful information here, but perhaps Professor Tillinghast kept notes on this material in another location.
Logical. We should be able to put some of the objects back together. Learned that one, didn't I? Reassembling most of the shattered container easier flasks that probably came from a laboratory. You can make out the printed words Miskatonic Lab. Miskatonic University Science Lab, I would assume.
It's so hard to find good help these days. Who left such a mess?
That's a good question.
Yeah, a broken jar or flask. Can make out a few letters. Miska, Uni, Lab.
That's hardly a brain teaser. Miskatonic University Science Lab.
Yep. Exactly, Jenny. Large on the floor, apparently in blood. You're certain Professor Tillinghast was deliberately killed above it. What you aren't certain of is why.
Something tells me the good professor didn't draw that weird symbol herself. Especially not in her own blood.
My nice, clean floor, ruined.
These guys are
That looks like some kind of cult symbol. This ain't a garden variety burglary. We found everything we're liable to find here. Time to see where the evidence leads us.
And so...
Okay. You managed to stay sane. Professor Tillinghast was found dead in her own home by what appears to be members of a cult. What happened? Your investigators are returning to the office. An
Search of my office makes it clear you must visit Miskatonic University. Not only did I work there, but the broken jar came from the university lab. Why did those strange men need it?
That is a good question.
Whatever the answer, you're sure to find it at Miskatonic.
Group selection. Okay. You need to select a group that will continue the investigation to the next scenario. Build a group based on the challenge you expect to face in the field. Review the investigator's strength as needed in your notebook. Well, I've only got 2 anyway, haven't I? What's H mean? Sanity points, health, mental resistance, investigation, initiative, melee range. B, biography. Okay. Office and equipment, okay. Before heading out again, make sure you just sign up. Got 7 bullets. Okay, let's give her that. Let's give him that. There's some bullets. Let's give him that. Okay, that'll do. Yeah. I'm lost. Check the map. Oh, I didn't do that, did I?
Welcome to Miskatonic University, home of the prestigious Orne Library, which includes the country's largest collection of occult books. I once studied here as a student, later donning the mantle.
Oh, there we go.
The Science and Astrophysics Department. Do you think we'll see some heavenly bodies?
Oh, it has changed over the years, but no.
The secretary said Professor Norman Withers could give us access to Professor Tillinger's
Norman.
office. But what do we expect to find?
We won't know until we look.
All right, let's brace this Withers character and find out what's what.
Okay, exploration and combat overlay. The overlay is available with exploration and combat by pressing tab or clicking the icon. Okay. And that looks like this. We can go up the stairs if we want. I could go upstairs. Let's have a look at the map. Here's what I want to do. Build some buildings and map of the size of the floor of the science and astronomy and complete with a big red UI. Middle of fire, I'm looking at these balls, something like this.
Tillinghast and Withers have side-by-side offices. I wonder whether they were friends or more than friends.
Professor Tillinghast's door is locked.
But of course, my friend, academics are no less prone to snooping around each other's secrets. Some have even been known to steal a colleague.
We'd better ask Withers for the key.
Good plan. Withers might be in here.
I say no, Agatha. You will pardon me for saying I have never believed your methods to be the least bit scientific.
Oh,
I refuse to believe that Wilhelmina would have...
Agatha.
Oh, they're talking about me. Norman and I were colleagues for years. So naturally, we addressed each other by our Chris. You, of course.
Yes, what is it? How can I help you?
What a charming office. Professor Withers, I presume. We're here to ask you a few questions about your late colleague, Professor...
Not again. Can't an old man mourn his friend in peace? Oh, these constant intrusions by reporters and police and garden variety busybodies. As I told your friends earlier, I do not wish to be disturbed.
Listen, pal.
Wait just a moment, Norman. Something tells me these people aren't the same as the others. Look at their eyes. They've seen things beyond the quotidian.
The quotidian.
Oh, forgive my manners. I'm Professor Agatha Crane, and you seem to know of my colleague, Professor Norman Withers. Something tells me you've seen Wilhelmina, haven't you? That is, Professor Tillinghast.
Yes.
Agatha, for heaven's sake.
No, Professor Withers. She's right. We have seen... We arrived too late to save Professor Tillinghast. But we've seen evidence that whatever happened to her was unnatural, to say the least.
I told you, Norman, that box could hold more than knickknacks and gewgaws. I, for one, want to see it for myself.
What? Where are you going, you confounded parapsychologist?
To the observatory. Wait here, Norman. I know you won't want to be disturbed for...
To the observatory. Oh, Agatha Crane. I've got a new friend. Made a reputation in maths and psychology, two fields I would never expected someone to combine. Surprising us even more, she turned those studies to the ultra fields of parapsychology and the occult. Some of the others might smile at her behind their hands, but I find her stories and speculations highly entertaining, even if they're no more than a bunch of balderdash. Agatha increases the group members' initiative in combat, willpower, social... Good stuff. Right. Yeah, let's have some Right, let's go to the observatory then. Where's the observatory? Actually, we have to go back outside. I guess I'm gonna go upstairs then. That's the only place I can go.
Ah, the old observatory. Don't be... Of course, the new Gerald Warren Astronomical Observatory is through these telescopes I first...
Come on then. It's up there for years. Okay. Let's have a look at this. Book of restrain, an Eldritch phrase that binds the target's limbs, slowing movement. Ooh. Okay. So much clutter fills this desk that it might take a while to find a needle in this proverbial haystack. You decide to open a small top drawer. Should be so. Well, maybe you can take that one. Sweet.
Could it be? Yes, these glyphs indicate gestures of power, of magic. This, my friends, is a grimoire, a book of spells. What it is doing at the university, I cannot say, but we mustn't let this opportunity go to waste. We must see whether the...
That's what I want. Okay. Is there something you should be doing? Right. A wrench. Ooh, right, you can have that as well. Gives you the opportunity. What's this knick-knack? After locating the locker labelled Prof. Withers, you find it locked tight. Break the door. No. After applying a little elbow grease and opening the locker, you find a box inside. Written in neat letters on a label is the name Professor Tillinghast. Ooh.
Here is the mysterious box.
The label marks it as belonging to Professor Tillinghast. What are these strange things inside?
This symbol. It was in Professor Tillinghast's room.
Okay.
You've seen this symbol in Wilhelmina's room, haven't you? It is similar to the iconography of ancient pagan ritual. Here is proof that Wilhelmina's research went beyond known science and into the realm.
Many of our colleagues questioned Agatha's unorthodox avenues of research.
We must show this to Norman. Only then will he help us.
Okay. Now I'm on the right track. Get back downstairs then. Norman. Where's he gone? Oh, he's there.
Look here, Norman. See the odd things in this box?
I don't see what this has to do with her death.
We saw a sign identical to the one on this box in the room where Professor Tillinghast was killed.
I must admit that seems far too unlikely to be mere coincidence. Wilhelmina left Arkham earlier this year, and I received this box. After hearing no word from her, I became concerned and...
Oh, Norman, you dear fool. I was only...
Unfortunately, I couldn't make sense of her notes. They made no sense to me. I did sense a whiff of the occult.
Perhaps combining our findings with yours will help make sense of it all.
You're right, of course. Here, take the key to Wilhelmina's office. While you have a look in there, I'll pour off...
What was that sound? It came from next door.
Oh no.
My office.
Another piece of puzzle. Engraved in brass, yes. It's like a jar. Oh my god. Oh, that's okay.
What was that commotion? There's nobody here.
Someone beat us to it. The room's been searched, and recently.
Just look at this mess.
Look there. Even the safe is broken open.
Now they're on the lam. We gotta nab them before they get off campus.
Whoever it is must be dangerous. You must protect the students.
Let's do this quickly then. Oh, 1 sanity. Yes. Oh, I'm pretty sane. Alistair Crowley. I like that ties in with actual real life people. Let's go look in there. Where are we? Where we got? We have to go in a minute. There's Harry.
Their fashion sense leaves something to be desired. They look like the ones we...
They're the ones who...
Who are these interlopers?
Right. We're not gonna go. I'm gonna finish this and I'm gonna save. Oh, she gets to move, of course. And then stabby, stabby, stab. What was that?
That scream is coming from down the corridor.
Oh no, the students!
The students! What someone think of the children?
Must be one of those weird burglars.
Yeah, okay. Right. Save. Quit. I've got to go. Sorry guys. That was alright. Wasn't too bad. I'm sure they get better.